I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Expeditions, episode 23. Last time we finished an expedition, and there's only one left on the Coconino map. We used up two of the vehicles in that process on the map. We still have two deployed, one a little bit further away, the other at the southern headquarters. And I've found a task that I think makes sense for the scout setup we have at the moment, which is helping or hurting. So we have three water samples to take. 9,400 is the payment on this one. We're concerned about the impact these expeditions and tourist groups are having on the local ecology. Our primary worry is how it has changed the water supply. We'd like you to take samples for analysis. Well, we'll see if we can get it activated here. Looks like we're going to have to go this direction to make it happen. And yes, I think we can just about get around this way. It was not letting me track it, but that could be because we've never actually activated the task. By getting to one of the points, we might be able to actually do that. We'll at least give that a shot and see if that works for us. But the scout would easily be able to access two of the locations, and the Cotco Canyon is already in the general direction of the third one, relatively close to it. I figure that would be an easy one to get out there and complete. But unlike normally, two vehicles are already totally used up, so we're not going to be out here working on this for too terribly long. We can't track it because it's not active. And I don't know where to activate it. This airdrop right above us. See if we can't reach it. We'll take the fuel. Unfortunately, I don't have any spare parts or room for fuel, which drives me nuts because we've got all these rack spaces, and yet it won't let us collect anything useful unless you brought it in the first place, and it's just refilling. Yeah, I'm not sure we gain anything by going up there to that airdrop. I mean, there's a couple sellables that I guess we have. And our fuel's right about where it was anyway by the time we got all the way back around, but that is an airdrop that is not easy to reach. Sad thing is we're going to end up having to come right back here even if we do successfully activate the task. Still not the start point. In that case, I think we are dealing with a bust for the moment. We've got to find where it starts. Well, with the unavailability to start at least that one simple task, that puts us onto the last expedition of Coconino, to where we would be done with that. However, the free roam would be necessary to complete the multitude of additional tasks and contracts. The only problem with this, because it looks rather easy, the only problem here, because I know this route and we've already constructed the bridges, prepared all of that, is whether the start point is going to be off the upper map or the lower map. And we only have one vehicle capable of putting the seismic vibrator on, so we don't really have an option on, well, pick two and put one at either end and you're good. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I have more than one step. I think I do have more than one step, so I think, in theory, the smartest thing to do here is put a step at either base and throw a scout in for support Not that a scout's going to be very strong to help if something happens. Well, it is set up for the weaker step to go first. However, good news on this one is that it seems that all 5 are active at the same time. We just need to cover them. And so we can actually start in reverse order and use the better step, the one that we just used on that last expedition, to complete the final expedition on Coconino. 5 destinations. I am not taking the forward path that I normally take. I'm going to take the reverse path. So this is a major shortcut, but it's a more dangerous path. However, the forward path is fine on a scout, but I've already discovered that it's actually rather difficult on a long vehicle such as this. And so knowing that it was like, okay, I'm going to face perils either way I go, I might as well take the shorter route. Now, we had a silly complication there that got us hung up on a tree. We're inside range of that first one, by the way. This time we actually have something to winch up to. That's good. And this is getting us further away. Are we already past the point for the first one? It looks like we're going to have to hang a left after we get out of this. The way it's pulled me out, looks like we're going to hang that left sooner than I anticipated. No, now we're caught on that tree. Back the direction I thought we were going to go in the first place. Come on, keep moving, keep moving. Mud is bad. And now we're going to make our way to the left. There's a bit of a pass right there if we can hang this left easily enough and get over this one rock. And yes, we can. Oh, nope, it's the opposite side. Okay. It was the opposite side. There we go. Now it's in our range. That's going to help pull us around. Keep us from tipping over. And we are up. Didn't really think this was an area you could get to. Now, between this rock and that same tree that just helped us get up, we've got ourselves a bit of a problem here. Catching on the tree and on the rock. The tree is the main problem here, looks like. We can get a little more to the right. Side rack that's catching us. There we go. There we go. Was exactly where I envisioned it after we figured that one out. Leaving 4 now. 400 yards to the next one is a bit of a drive, and we still have the complication of being in fairly tricky spot at the moment. And, you know, where to go, how to get out of here. That's a big ravine, so we've got to get down. But going back is not a viable option. We've got to take this tricky cut right here, and then we got to come back to the right. We don't want to go in the lake. Don't want to go in the lake. Don't have a choice. Alright, well that was a huge waste of gas, and we are going to need some help. This is guaranteed. Guaranteed that we are going to be stuck for some time. Okay, new plan. Reverse into this. Now this truck does not handle the terrain well at all, so it's going to be a tricky expedition. This is a hard one. We've used up most of our fuel, and we've only grabbed a single location. Good news is we have scouts and we have airdrops along this area, so fuel is much less a problem here than it is in some other areas. Trick with all of this though is we don't know where to go next. All I know is it did seem to be back away from the lake a little bit, which means up on the higher heights, which is why I'm trying to stick to these higher heights for the moment. $15. It's up here. We're on the right shelf. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's huge. That is huge. 3 to go. We've only done 40%. I'm wondering how much easier this task would be going the way it's designed to go if we come in the opposite direction of what we're doing. That way. Jeez. Having a slippery time with these rocks, bouncing way too much over them. In some ways I'm having a trickier trip than we were with the step. It's big and sloppy, but it navigates terrain well. We were about to tip over. I thought the winch was actually helping us in that process of almost tipping over. For a moment it was, and then it helped reverse the effects. But we're close already, just 60 yards away. But I thought this was kind of the destination, and not quite. "44 yards away. No sign of anything. Like, you can't get to any of this. So it's got to be probably right down here. That's 22 yards. That's 43 yards. That's probably it right there. Which means we need to get down and over. It's on that shelf right down there. There is a little bit of a cut here. And we do have a tree down there. I'm going to go between the trees briefly. It's going to be really tricky to try to turn around. Oh, not as tricky as I thought. Good. Oh, we're quite past it yet. Alright, first fix, morning. Got ourselves caught in the tree. Slid down towards it. It's like down here. Oh, come on. Right wheel slid off while I was trying to pull us forward. We just got high centered on the rock because of our length. As I pulled us forward, it slid to the right. Rolled us over. In which case, we're going to hop in the weak step 3 Ted. The one that the very first rock nearly gets it hung up. This has no upgrades to it. And it's got this heavy seismic vibrator on it. Alright, now we have already straightened out a bit. But we've got to... Okay. Oh, that was it. That was it. Yeah. Doesn't want to go forward. There. Okay. Number 1 done. 4 overall complete. And now we just have the one that is down there in that neighborhood, just 200 yards away. We'll see if coming at it this direction just makes it significantly easier. Well, there's our other step, rolled over in the lake. Not sure quite how I'm hung up here. There you go. It was up here. We were just below this. So yes, it was much easier from this side. That is the final expedition on Coconino. First part of Arizona, or actually second part of Arizona, is complete. We have an expedition that would unlock the next mini-map coming off of the main canyon map. That's 29k. That gives us over 300,000 now, which is fantastic. There's a lot left to do on this map regarding tasks and whatnot, but that's a big completion for us. Now, with the seismic vibrators, like I don't think I need them going forward, so this would be a good chance to kind of reset, go from there. If you want to come on this map, you come grab 4 scouts, start from the same spot, knock out anything you can in that vicinity. Using those 4 scouts, kind of like what we did with Little Colorado, that worked so well. But of course, this isn't Little Colorado. Much more difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and reset to headquarters with our 35,000 coming with us. Big payday. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Neighbor. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.